You talked a little bit about being involved in your business, and we know that you have you've had some personnel changes recently at some of your subsidiary companies. Can you talk a little bit about that and how the global economy has kind of, I won't say forced, but enabled you to expand your business throughout the Western Hemisphere?
Sure. I have to go back a ways. The philosophy of the founder of YKK was to spread his philosophy, the cycle of goodness, around the world. And he did that by opening up manufacturing in as many different countries as he could. We're currently in 120 different countries. No, I'm sorry. We're in 70 countries and about 120 different companies. And for example, companies have existed in Central America and Costa Rica and El Salvador and Honduras for around 40 years. They've only been a part of our organization for the last 10 years or so. So it goes back to Mr. Yoshida's philosophy about spreading goodness around the world, and goodness being goodness for the employees and for the community and meeting the needs of our customers. We have seen many changes in this hemisphere in the last few years as our customers have stopped manufacturing themselves and have started buying their products from other people, from contractors. And I'm talking about the apparel business there. If you look at our business, really it can be broken down into two major categories. The fastening business, such as zippers, which most people know us for, but also on the other hand, we have our architectural products, both for commercial office buildings and for residences. So we'll talk about those separately because they're very different markets and they're going in very different directions right now. The apparel business, most of our wonderful customers in the United States used to manufacture themselves here. Now many of them do not. They're sourcing first from Mexico and then from Central America and more recently from China and Vietnam and other parts of Asia. So YKK has tried to make sure that we have manufacturing capacity and capabilities wherever our customers are. So we've had to adjust with them. The architectural product side of our business is really in a growth opportunity for us because that's domestic business that's pretty much staying here. Unfortunately, most of our business now has been affected by the economic doldrums that our country's in. And we have tried since the late 80s to diversify our business so that we're not so tied to the apparel market. We are in a number of other markets. For example, every company that we have in this hemisphere is doing business with the automotive industry. We do a lot of business with the government, sporting goods industries, the medical industry. There are a lot of industries where we're putting our products now, not just the apparel industry. And the same thing goes with our architectural products. We've diversified not just commercial buildings, but also residential. Now, unfortunately, many of those markets are suffering a little bit right now. It happened really towards the middle of 2008. To me, 2008 resembled a lot 2001. You may recall, or you may be too young to recall, that in 2000 was a banner year for many companies, a lot of sales, a lot of growth. And then the first half of 2001 was relatively strong too. And then the second half came, and when we came back to work after the July break, orders just stopped. And then, of course, September 11 hit after that, and that made matters much worse, and we've continued to try to rebound from that. But 2008 was similar to that in that we had a relatively strong first half, and then in August and certainly in September, orders really started to drop off, and we began to read about the retailers, many of our customers having troubles. Certainly commercial office buildings slowed down, and we all know what has happened in the residential market. So we're doing fine. We're very optimistic. You mentioned about some of the organizational changes. We're trying to use this opportunity to make improvements throughout all of our companies. I hope that most of our employees are upbeat, looking forward to when the economy does turn around. Economists continue to tell us that it's going to happen the latter part of this year. We hope they're right. That's what we're preparing for. But organizationally, for many years on the fastening side of our business, we've had our customers plead with us to approach them as one company. That's my term, one company. For example, we might have a YKK operation in Canada, or one in the United States, or one in Mexico, all calling on the same customer in different offices, or even the same office. Or we might have someone selling snaps and buttons, like for your jeans, and another person selling zippers, approaching the same customer. Well, when they're rolling out a new fashion line every 3 or 4 months, they get tired of bringing in 4 or 5 YKK companies to tell their story to. So we have been aggressively pursuing a new organization, and we've called it One Company. And this year, on January, we took a major step forward by promoting Michael Blunt, who had been responsible for sales in one of our largest companies. We promoted him to business leader for fastening for the entire region, for the entire hemisphere. So now all the companies, all the operations on the fastening side of our business report to him, and we're very proud of Michael, and we're sure he'll do a good job. And at the same time, we're trying to restructure ourselves so that we can bring together some of our sales and marketing people and benefit from having their knowledge and expertise in one room so that we can approach the market to create new products and to provide better service for our customers. Product development is a big part of what we do. I think it's one of the real strengths that YKK has. Certainly we're known for our quality, and we've got a long record of providing the best quality products, we think, in the world. But also product development now, as the retailers and the brand holders are trying to change the product and add a better look or a unique look to it. So we're doing hundreds of samples every week within our various companies for these brand holders.